Hi, I wanted to take time today to tell you a story about something that had happened to me that is likely something that on some level is happening to you right now. So this story goes back about 2 years. About 2 years ago, it was actually in the holiday season of 2016, from the time of Thanksgiving until New Year's Day. So I did an experiment then, which if you've been following me online, you may have read the article, Everything in Moderation. And I put that article out there about 2 years ago, and it was based on this experiment where from Thanksgiving until New Year's Day, I basically did what most people think is the right thing to do, is I ate everything in moderation. Now, one caveat to this is that I didn't eat everything in moderation. I still didn't eat gluten because I know gluten is a significant challenge for me. But everything else, I just it's not like I gorged myself. It wasn't like I completely overate. But anywhere I went, or any holiday party, anything that I attended, if there was something there that sounded good or looked good or maybe felt emotionally pleasing to actually consume, I ate it, and I just didn't really create any restrictions. And again, I didn't overeat, I didn't gorge myself, but I just allowed myself to eat everything in moderation. And again, it was only from a time period from Thanksgiving of 2016 until New Year's Day of 2017. Now, what was so interesting with this, and remember, this is eating everything in moderation, which how many people, maybe even yourself, have said, well, if I just eat everything in moderation, everything is going to be okay. Well, it wasn't. And this is where it was so impactful for me, and hopefully equally, if not even more impactful for you right now, because what had happened through that time period, number one, I started at 198 pounds. Right? By the time I got to January 1st of eating everything in moderation, I'd actually gained over 20 pounds. I was basically at about 220 in that very short time period. And you might think that, well, what had changed? Remember, I didn't gorge myself. It's not like I overate, but I just ate whatever seemed pleasing to me. So I did things like, would drink eggnog or spiked eggnog, and I would have potato chips, I would have corn chips, I would eat the ice cream, I would basically anything that sounded good and looked good or felt good, I just did. I was eating gluten-free. I had some gluten-free cookies, gluten-free brownies. I had a gluten-free pizza. I had things that I normally don't have, like fruit juices. Like I would have a glass of orange juice. But basically, it wasn't like I was doing anything really out of the ordinary of what you might do for yourself right now. And again, it goes into eating in moderation. But it wasn't just that I went from 198 pounds to 220 pounds in that time frame. It's how it affected me in so many other ways. As time was going on, I was consistently bloated. I felt like my belly I had about like 3 inches more girth on me. I noticed that my face was getting really puffy and like really significant bags underneath my eyes. It was affecting my sleep. I wasn't falling asleep as easily. I was also waking up during the night, and I needed so much more sleep. Like I would actually be, when I had the opportunity, I would literally wake up hours later than I normally would because I just wasn't getting the rest that I needed. And also, my joints ached. I mean, that's not a typical issue for me, but when I was eating in moderation, I had joint pain that was really getting to the point where it was bothering me on a regular daily basis, and even I could feel the pain when I would just be laying in bed at night. And outside of that, it started to affect me mentally and emotionally. I wasn't sharp. I couldn't pick up things that I needed to pick up from my mind. I wasn't comprehending as well. I wasn't learning as well. And my mood regulation was not what it normally would be either. I was definitely much more affected by my moods than it would be any other time. And basically, what I want you to get here is that all of that affected me in that way because I ate everything in moderation. It's those words that I almost cringe when I hear people say that. Oh, well, just eat everything in moderation. Well, no, that's not true, because if you're eating something that your body has any level of sensitivity to and it drives an inflammatory response, that inflammation not only creates weight gain, it creates pain, it creates aches, it creates stiffness, It creates challenges with your mood. It creates challenges with your brain. It creates bloating, and the list just goes on and on. And so if you feel that you're this person right now, and if you think that there's a potential that how you eat, even though you might not eat terribly, you just might eat everything in moderation, right? And if you recognize that these are challenges that you live with on a regular basis, then I really truly invite you to partake in the Conquering Fat, Fatigued, and Frustrated Lifestyle program. You see, because when I got to that point where I gained that 20 plus pounds and I wasn't sleeping well and I was bloated and my face was inflamed and puffy and like all these things were happening to me, I really got everything back. Generally within I think it was like a 6-week, maybe 2-month time period, I lost all the weight. I got my vibrancy back. I was back to sleeping well. I was not bloated anymore. I didn't have the puffy face. I was regulating moods better. I was thinking a lot sharper. Like all of these things improved relatively quickly because I made the right choices now to get back on track, to allow my body to find its balance. And that's what I would love to help you with as well. Because if you're sitting here, you're thinking, yeah, I'm dealing with some of those symptoms that Glenn told me about. And I'm also recognize that, yeah, I kind of do eat everything in moderation. Well, if that's you and you're dealing with this lifestyle program will actually be something that potentially is even life-saving for you, but minimally something to help you with that weight, to help you with the inches, to help you with the symptoms and the challenges you're dealing with. And in the 6-week lifestyle program, the Conquering Fat, Fatigued, and Frustrated Lifestyle program to be specific, not only is this a low cost, it's less than $100, but I provide you everything that you need to get the results that you're looking for. To lose some weight, to lose some inches, to improve where you're at from a symptom standpoint. And I'm so confident that you will actually be able to enjoy the weight loss and inches lost on this. I even have this program at 100% guarantee. If you follow my directions over the 6-week program, through the videos that I provide for you and all the other aspects of what goes into this program for you, if you don't lose weight and you don't lose inches, I'll refund 100% of your investment back. So it's really just, it's a win-win situation. It's a no-lose situation, except for weight loss and inches loss, of course, because either you lose weight in inches or you get your investment back. But remember, I'm so confident that you will lose the weight. I'm really not worried about having to honor that guarantee. So I look forward to working with you in the program. I'm going to not only be leading the program, I'm going to be participating in this with you. So click on the button below on this page to get more information about what this program is really about, and actually to register for this program, make your purchase right away, because I'm limiting this to the first 100 people that actually sign up, because I do have one-on-one attention that goes into this, and I just can't take more people than 100. Otherwise, I just wouldn't have enough hours in the day to provide you the attention that you need. So I look forward to seeing you in the program. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reply to this email. I'll see you on the inside.